I'm so excited to share with you a project that I've been working on behind the scenes over here. I 3D printed an entire 2,000 point Age of Sigmar Beast of Chaos army for under 100 bucks. Yes, you heard that right. Under 100 bucks. You heard that right, everybody. You heard it right. All totaled, I saved over $750 over buying GW models. And I'm gonna show you how I did it. This project all started when Games Workshop announced the Beast of Chaos Battle Tomb for 3.0. I was thinking it was totally about time that they refreshed the range. Those models were looking pretty old. This piqued my interest and so did the rules leaks. Beast of Chaos is one of those armies that I feel like has a lot of different potential hobby uses. I like to stretch my hobby dollar, and I felt like Beast of Chaos would be a pretty cool antagonist for any kind of D&D campaign. So I got myself all psyched up to get some new GW Beastmen models to start my army, but nothing. Well, not nothing. We got a single Beast Lord miniature. By this time, I was already invested in my army. I needed the plastic crack. I already had visions of dashing player characters' dreams with clouds of dust, rusted weapons, and gnashing teeth. But that's when I switched to plan B. I'll just 3D print the Beast of Chaos army. And I think I just know the models to do it. In walks Bestarium Miniatures. The models come from 3 different Patreon releases. The Aurochs Minotaurs from May of 2022 handles the Doombull, the Bulgors, and the Herdstone. Beastmen Part 1, released August 2022, took care of most of the battle line units, the Gors, Ungor Raiders, oh, and the Cygor. Then the Beastmen Part 2, which was released October of 2022, that took care of a lot of other, like the Beast Lord, the Shaman guy, the Tuskor Chariots, and the Beastagors, or Bestagors, or whatever you want to call them. Go check out Bestarium Miniatures. I'll put all the links to their socials in the description below. You won't be disappointed. They have a great grim dark aesthetic with top of the line sculpts and flawless supports. If you want to put awesome, unique, and most importantly affordable miniatures on the table to play your favorite games, smash that subscribe button. I'll go over my list and the strategy I use a little later in the video, but right now I'll show you the models side by side so you can compare, as well as the financial breakdown for each. I save so much? I've been a Patreon with Bestarium for over a year, so I got each of these full releases for $10 each. That's $30 for all of the STLs I used. At that point, I just needed the resin and the printer and the cleaning supply and the bases. And not only are all the units cheaper than GWs, I could print as many as I needed for that price. I know you probably missed that opportunity, but you'll still save a ton of money by 3D printing this army. It's also normal to be able to save 40 to 50% off your entire order at myminifactory.com. Watch out for those deals and get printing. Even if I didn't have a 3D printer when I started, I still could have bought one and all the supplies I needed and still saved money. Keep in mind too, the Beast of Chaos army is a pretty cheap army to buy anyway because it's so dated. The models are all so old, they can't charge the same prices for the new plastic ones. That being said, I think I can save even more money with a new army. I'll be honest, sometimes you might be sacrificing some visual quality when you go with the 3D printing route, but not this time. The current Beast of Chaos models range is so dated, and with these fantastic sculpts, you can't go wrong. Another consideration when printing an entire army is model recognition. It's a real bummer when somebody brings a proxy model army to the table and you have no idea what model represents what. But in this case, you could easily tell which one's which. But I wanted to take things further with the weapon options. I wanted to be able to field gores with shield and hacking blades or paired hacking blades, so I made some conversions. The set has both already. I just needed to print out enough for each unit. I also wanted to make sure I had a special champion, so I decided to print out extra standard bearers, then proceed to cut off the standard and either add a shield or extra hacking weapon. I think they came out great. The Ungors also have two weapon options, the pitted blade and the gnarled short spear. It seems like they all have shields as well. I took one of the models that has a shield into Blender, chopped off the shield, exported it as STL, then resupported it and printed out a bunch, then added them to every single Ungor. I also wanted the Ungors to have a standard bearer as well. Again, I printed out extra gores with the banner, cut it off, and then added it to the Ungors. They're a little bit large for them, but they look pretty cool. All this took a little extra work, but I think it was worth it to fully represent the GW models. With a good handle of all the models that are available, it was time to come up with a strategy before I started printing. So I pulled out the old battle tome. I ended up wanting to go for like a horde army, so obviously I'm going with the all herd grade fray. My initial game plan is going to be waves of battle line units with Ungors as screens, and then the unit behind them probably Gores or Bestagores countercharging. I plan on heavily utilizing the Beast Herd ambush battle trait to charge in or fire volleys of arrows from off the board edge to keep my opponent guessing while I spearhead down the middle with my main force to try to push the enemy to the board edges. This army is set up to be very aggressive in a live fast, die hard kind of way, which is going to speed up the game one way or the other. I used my Elegoo Mars 2 Pro to print out the entire army. It's not a huge printer, so it goes to show you don't need to get the top of the line printer to get an army on the table. I used around a bottle, maybe a bottle and a half of Elegoo's water washable resin. If you want some tips for water washable resin, check out this short. It helped that I didn't print any of the bases. Seeing as though I'm making this army for AOS, I wanted all the exact base sizes and have them look like Age of Sigmar bases, so I purchased them all on Amazon in bulk. You can make sure you get all the base sizes correctly by downloading the pitch battle profiles on GW's website. You know, there's also some sweet extras that come with these sets too that you might want to consider. Stuff that you can add to your bases or make a army display board with. Check out what I did with the Cygor's base. Hey, throw some text in the comments if you want a painting tutorial for any of the Beast of Chaos units. Here's the results in various states of completion. I'm so glad you're still watching. I really appreciate it. I couldn't and probably wouldn't be doing this without your support. So like and subscribe for more proxy videos. I have something big coming down the line that you're not going to want to miss. And being a subscriber is definitely going to help. While you're at it, if you have any questions or comments, throw them down in the comment section. I'll answer every question. Bye!